Okay, I've been asked, how long is it going to be before these things change? Well, I want to pull cards and look and see what is going to lead up to the change. What is happening to make the change. We want to know about the change that's coming. Now we know that the light will overcome the darkness, but people are on edge because of what's taking place, because of the 2025, this thing where they want to take over the United States and take it away. They've said it's always been a republic. It's not a democracy. Democracy is mob rule. Okay? And so they state we've never really had a democracy. We've always had a republic. And they want to take a republic to the nth degree and turn it into a dictatorship. Okay? Because why? The only one that knows how to rule are the white men. Okay? The old-time white men, and we want to take it back to when slavery was legal and women did not have the vote, and we were able to control everything from our little high-tower thrones. Okay? So that's what we're up against. We're up against this old mentality. Now, some of the good news is these old white men that are so ensconced in this rhetoric and this, really they should all be running around wearing KKK wear, with their hoods and their stuff. But we do have a younger generation coming up too that is not, well, most of them are not buying into that. We do have some that are doing the neo-Nazi thing. Some of the ones that are incels and they're so angry with women because they can't get a date. Well, they can't get a date because they're obnoxious. Okay? They're absolutely obnoxious. So let's see what the cards have to say about this change that's coming, this radical change. So what are you going to tell us? So the topic is the losses that are happening, that people feel, about the losses that people feel, and underneath of it all, the burden. We're just, we're carrying this energy and it's too much and we want it to change. And when is it going to change? Because we are, we see lots of losses happening. And the Republicans want to take away freedoms. They want to, continue these losses. We still have things, two cups in the background, but their plan is to take away freedoms. So let's see what we have. The energy coming into this is holding on to power. Okay, it's all about the power, the actions, controlling the actions that are taking place. So what we have going on now is feeling stressed, feeling pushed to the edge, that people are really feeling on a precipice and looking at potential loss. So the challenge is the takeaway, the steal, what they are attempting to steal from people with this mental drama. The steal, and this is all about the mental realm, swords in the mental realm, okay? So it's the theft. They're stealing things with their actions, with the theft of the mind, okay? So it's about, like we say, they are indoctrinating people. They are brainwashing with QAnon and deep state and all of this rhetoric, fear-based drama that they continue to put out to rule people, okay? So the outcome is this is being worked on. We are working to make changes to it. But right now we are facing this crisis time of just people are feeling on edge, pushed to the edge, fearing losses of their freedoms, etc. So on one side of it, we have this distancing, feeling that, well, I'm gonna wait. I want to look more into that. Usually that's the card of being distanced from something. But let's see what we have on the other side. We have the harvest, and not liking the harvest, what's coming in, okay? So distancing from this harvest, not liking what's coming in a daily manner. Pentacles are about not just money, but about daily life, okay? They see what's being worked on. They're not liking what's coming. They don't think there's enough changes quickly enough. And let's see what else we have. Underneath of it, the burden of the history. Now we know, again, 2025, they're trying to take away freedoms. They want the history. They want to go back in the history to where they had slavery, where women were before the vote, and all of that stuff they want to change. Crossing it is about the movement of the, usually it's my card for MAGA, but movements could also be against families, etc. But underneath of it all, we have the card of karma and things changing and the strength of it. Okay? So we're going to start with the card of karma and the wheel and changing, because this really just, this reading set things up. That we are, what we're dealing with now. This fear mode, fear-mongering drama that they're using. But things are in motion, and this is all karmically related. The wheel turns, so let's see what else it has when we look at what's coming in, the wheel turning, etc. What is happening with this? We don't like to see people ruled by fear, and that's what the dark does. That's what the side of the dark, the shadow, they bring shadows in. They keep throwing in doubt. They throw in fear. They throw in lack. They throw in all of those types of things and try to hook people into that mode, and then just keep growing it and growing it and growing it. Once they hook them into something that they're in trepidation about or fear about, they just keep amping that up, amping it up. But let's see what we have. The energy going into it is wanting to retreat this stuff, wanting it to die down, wanting it to, again, above it we have the stained glass window of the church, etc. So resting, coming to a rested mental state with things, because there are other things going on above it, okay? So resting in the fact that the wheel is turning. What's going on now? Secrets, okay? We don't always know. We don't always see exactly what is under the surface that's moving. I say this to students on the spiritual path too. It may seem on the surface that nothing's happening, but it's like a duck. You see a duck on the surface, they look still and just composed, and underneath they're paddling like absolute crazy. Well, that's what happens. Under the surface, things are happening, but you're not always aware of what is taking place as it's taking place. So the challenge with it is holding on to this emotional things, taking charge of your emotions. And again, the king that's in charge of the emotions, that's there, goes with the flow. It's someone that can go roll with the punches, go with the flow. Walk in a state of health, okay? and contain the mental state with the emotional and the actions, balancing all of these things. Because you see on his feet is green, which is healing. So taking healing in when it comes to emotions, the mental state, the action. Yellow is a mental state, blue is the subconscious and emotional state, and red is actions. So containing those things in a healing manner. So the challenge is to stay healthy, okay? Walk in health, walk in beauty, keep in a positivity, okay? And the outcome is the judgment, okay? Things are moving, judging is coming. Things are working under the surface. While it didn't seem great in that first reading, it was set up for what's happening now. People are being driven by fear, by all of these other dramas, lies, fears, facing loss, etc. So on one side we have the sharing. We need to share what's healthy, what's healing. Medicine, it's like what does they say, a good heart is like a medicine, okay? Share laughter, share lightness, share these things to overcome these dramas. So it's about this purity. On one side, the purity, pure emotions to do it. The other is a mental state, what you know, brown, this grounded mental state that's there, and you share on those levels, okay? Sharing. And above it we have the lion, which is the strength of good medicine, the strength of sharing out of abundance, good emotion, etc. And the other side we have, then you have the abundance, knowing of all the abundance that you have, okay? So you see fruitful abundance. Also holding on, knowing what you have, taking control of your kingdom, so to speak. So underneath of it we have this, the action, controlling your action, controlling emotions, controlling, we have the three kings here so far. Your daily life, the grounded things, the emotions, the actions, taking all of those into consideration. When you do an action, be grounded, use good wisdom, mental wisdom, and healing, okay? So those are the actions you want to take, okay? When it comes to, because it's, if you want to control and disarm, then those are the ways to do it, rather than these abuses of power. Okay, you need to disarm it with a grounded action of love and healing and health, okay? And to dispel, okay, because he is dressed, we're doing this in the positive, he is dressed in the green, which is health, healing, action, grounded, and the ones that are walking away are the ones that are clothed in the mind, okay? The actions of the mind. Okay, their health, the stuff is on the sleeve. It's kind of like wear your heart on your sleeve, okay? And they're walking away. They're disarmed by this health and the better actions of mind, strong actions of mind, okay? So what's crossing it is, again, moving forward. Moving the mind forward into a better dynamic. Swords are about the mind. So moving mentally forward to a better place. Grounded action. Okay? Grounded action. Again, you're moving forward with all of the things. You power the boat of the mind. Okay, the action, healthy, grounded, and balanced emotion. Okay, so here we have the mind. The mind is on this on this trip, okay? It can either be looking over on this side to the difficult times, or it can be over to this side in the stillness, okay? So again, it's about the journey of the mind, where you're at, doing it in a balanced, grounded manner, okay? And the next thing we have is seeing from a different viewpoint. Sometimes it takes stopping, getting balanced. It's got the 4, which is a balance, okay? Coming into balance, overturning. You're stopped in the emotions and the actions, and you are, again, at a still point for a while. Maybe you have to sacrifice some things to go forward, and that's part of it, okay? With the outcome underneath of it all is about your journey, the alpha, the omega, the beginning and the end journey, and where you're walking in the choices and decisions you make in life, okay? So yeah, don't walk off the cliff. Be confident, look at where you're going, know that this is your choices in life. The beginning, it's the journey of life, okay? We're here to learn, we're here to experience, and so this is part of the experience, okay? This is part of the experience, and this is what we came here for. We came here for this time, to experience what's going on now. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to just keep going because this is an interesting read, and we're going to look at the things that are hidden. So what is it that's hidden that we're not fully aware of? Okay? What is it that we're not aware of, we're not seeing in this moment, that people are, you know, when I say there's something happening under the surface, but they're just not aware of it. So let's see what that is. So at the center of it, it's about stability. Stability in life, in your home life, in government, etc. This is my card for the White House as well. But it's also the card of stability and stability of actions, coming to a balance point, and going out, celebrating, etc., and looking towards the positive, let's say that. So it's mentally being positive with your emotions, your actions, and everything, coming to a place of stability. Well, if you're going to come to stability, the first thing you have going on is you have instability, okay? If you are asking for peace, be careful what you ask for, because you will get the opposite of it, so you can learn that. So you can, you know, visit that and learn how to have peace. It's not going to immediately come. It's going to give you situations to develop it, okay? So if you want to develop balance, grounded, happiness, then you're going to have to face the opposite of that to learn how to implement those things. Underneath of it, we have the struggle. We come in for the struggle. That's what's happening. Everybody's got different ideas, different actions they want to do, and they're all struggling with that now. So the energy pulled the wrong way. Well, I'm going to say no, I didn't pull it, but I'm going to pull another one with it. So the energy coming into it, we are all in this together, okay? Mentally, the actions, the what the higher elements that we're looking for, emotionally, we are all in this together, okay? The other thing that's coming in with it, to develop our power, to develop that wisdom, that knowledge, okay? To understand and learn these things. That's what we are here for, okay? So what's going on now? Just
unknown caller.
Another scam call. So what's going on now? People are just feeling like they're being betrayed, Why is this happening? All this mental realm is laying them down, okay? Don't forget, this is the mental realm. So in the mental realm, you are just feeling exhausted, beat, but we're coming to the end of the road. 10 is the fulfillment of this, the fulfillment of just the mental aspects of this, and the actions that have been taken. And again, this is what we're dealing with now. People are just feeling like, I can't take anymore. The point. So the challenge is to continue to go forward, okay? Charge forward, continue to take actions, okay? And understand this mentally, what's going on. You're going to fight this. You're going to fight this mentally. You're going to charge into it, and to bring this balance that you want, okay? With an outcome of ending the drama, okay? So you're coming to the point of a change, a major change. The death card doesn't always mean death, but even when there is physical death, you go to the other side, and then at that point, you are having a life review, and the old things have passed away, and you are in a much different state, okay? But we're looking at this now for the time that we're going through, and this time is coming to an end. We're charging forward. We're moving forward in that energy. We know it takes positivity. We know we are here to learn these things. We came during this time now to experience this. So again, on one side of it, we have holding on to what's fruitful, okay? You want to hold on to what's fruitful in your daily life. Positivity is what I tell people. Look at your blessings. Look at the positive rather than negative. I don't have this. I don't have that. Well, I do have this. Thank God I have this. If you've got good health, or you've got a roof over your head, or you're out, and I have been homeless before, you get somebody that gives you something in that day. You can always look for the positive. And the other side of it is, again, looking at where you are spiritually. Are you going into the light? It's there, it's available, or is it being cast aside? There are those that will not go into the light. It's this Magatonian, the evil angel things that are happening, where people have feeling like they've been betrayed by the church, perhaps. Some people, that they are not being aided, but it's because they are going to a place where it's the Antichrist type of a church, rather than ones that are really embracing and love and giving to humanity. So again, this is another point of learning. So when we have this struggle, we see what's being offered, what is being offered. What's crossing it is not liking aspects of the harvest. And so this stuff is in the process of moving, okay? And we have to look at what we're being fed, the strength of things, what we're being fed, what we're taking in, what we're communing with emotionally, because Cups is the card of emotions. Are you communing emotionally with fish, whether it's Christianity and the beneficial things of the reality, okay, and doing it in a beneficial way? We have the lotuses there. We learn by the lotuses get nourishment from what? The mud. Okay, and we are going through the time of mud, and when it breaks the surface, then it blooms and you see the beauty. But it takes groundedness, the action of the emotions in a right way, with the mentality and things. Okay, so again, this is a learning process for people. And where are you moving to? What's crossing it is the Chariot. Are you going towards the light or towards the dark? Which way are you going? Okay? Which way are you going? So that's what I get. Those are the hidden things that are there, that people are not really aware of what's happening. So I hope this has made sense to some people. We might have to go through and listen to this again, part of it, this the hidden things as to what's taking place, why it's taking place. So I hope you got something from this reading. So thanks for tuning in. And for those that give a thumbs up or give a comment, I do so appreciate it. And when you watch a video to an end, it does help the algorithms for your channel to be seen. So thank you for everything. I do appreciate everyone there. And we'll see you online. Oh, and one thing I wanted to say, people say, why are you talking to these Magatonians? You should just leave it. Well, I actually had one that said she's a very strong Trump supporter, but I read truth in the cards with what I put out with speaking to the Magatonians. So that's why I do it, to plant a seed. And she came back, said she is an absolute Trump supporter, but she saw truth in what I was saying, okay? So that's what we want to do. We want to open those doors, and we want to give that light, and it may just aid somebody along the way. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.